Hello students, welcome back to another episode of It's Bee Time. Today we would like to talk to you about the tools needed to harvest the honey and bottle it. We will also take a look into your hive and see how the honey supers are doing. Let's get started. Honeybees make honey as a way of storing and saving food for colder months when they are not able to leave their hive as often, and there are not as many flowers to gather food from. You might be wondering, if honeybees make honey to feed themselves, is it okay for humans to take it and eat it too? The answer is yes. Honeybees make about 2 to 3 times more honey each year than they need to survive for winter. So how do bees make honey? Well, honey is nectar just converted into honey. The bees remove the moisture from the nectar and store it in the wax honeycomb. Honeybees will remove the moisture content in nectar by fanning their wings. This creates airflow around the honeycomb and helps water evaporate from the nectar. Once the moisture is removed, the bees then cap the cell with wax to preserve it. The taste of honey, color, and flavor is determined by the flower the honeybee visits. Different flowers have different kinds of nectar. Let's take a look at your honey supers and see how they are doing. So they haven't got up to the top yet and started drawing out this comb. They'll start working from the bottom up. Then here, this is like the top box is the last box they'll get to. Let's keep working our way down. So this frame, they've started to draw out more and get it ready, but they haven't filled it up with nectar yet because they're still filling up the bottom box. So now we're getting to the bottom box, which means they should have some honey packed in. Let's take a look. This is a nice honey frame. They've capped it. It looks good. Ready to go in the extractor and be processed. Here are some interesting facts. A single honeybee will only create 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey during its lifetime. That means it takes 12 bees to make 1 teaspoon of honey. Most worker bees live only a maximum of 6 weeks during spring and summer. It also takes 1,286 bees to work their whole life to fill a jar of honey. To make a pound of honey, it will require honeybees to visit up to 2 million flowers. Here are a few answers to some of your questions this week. What is the name for baby bees? Baby bees are actually brood where they have not hatched yet. After they hatch, they then take on a role of nurse bees. The nurse bees feed the larvae and are great for building new honeycomb in our honey supers.
Why do male bees not sting? Male bees are called drones and do not have a stinger, so you don't have to worry about them.
Why can there only be one queen bee? The queen is the only bee that is laying eggs in the colony at one time to keep the hive functioning properly. She releases pheromones that communicate to the other bees to keep them working.
Think of the hive as a business. There is always a CEO running the business, and she is the hive CEO. Before we can process the honey, we need to show y'all the tools that we use. So first we have the knife. This is used to get all the wax off the frame and get it ready so we can extract it. Next we got our scraper. This is used to get all the leftover wax off that the knife couldn't get. Oh, then one big thing we need is our extractor. And our extractor, we use that we spin it around. Oh, then it gets all the honeycomb and wax and honey out from the frame. Oh, then we got our strainer. And this is used to get all the leftover comb out of the honey and make sure the honey is crystal clear, ready to eat.
It was great seeing y'all again. On our next video, we will show y'all how to process and bottle honey.
We'll see you next time, and remember, be a good student,
Be helpful,
and always be kind.